was a team full of black girls, but the white girls were killing them. The white girls were coming out with strategy. They had the tomboys that were killing it. They knew what to do. And they had a coach that was like kind of a hippie type dude. He didn't really care and he wasn't doing his job well. And then so they were getting their butt kicked so bad that he eventually quits. So my girlfriend, the horrible girlfriend I told you about from college, she comes to me and um, she says, we need a coach. And I'm like, well, I can be your coach because I like ball. So she's like, okay. So I come out and I coach them and I identify their talents. This is me. This is the 21-year-old boys. And I'm like, okay, she ran track in high school, so you're fast. Okay, you're kind of like a dude, so you're probably good at catching the ball. And she was like, it's like she wasn't real feminine, and I was like, okay, so that's good. That's an advantage right now. And she was damn good. And then I was like, okay, and you can kind of throw, but none of y'all can really throw that well. So we're gonna run an offense that takes advantage of our black, speed, like our genetic, because black, I believe we genetically, I think we got something going on, right? We're gonna use our speed. We're not gonna throw the ball down the field. There was one girl who knew how to throw really, she knew how to throw really far, but she had no accuracy. Her accuracy was terrible, right? But she could throw the ball far and she wanted to throw the ball. So I would tell them what the play is. And when they did what I told them, they would score touchdowns. They would just pitch the ball back to the running back. The running back runs around the white girls, and we won our first game. And they're all jumping up and down. They were super excited. I think we scored the first touchdown. Like literally, they hadn't scored a touchdown the whole season. They were terrible. And then the girl just decides she wants to throw the ball. I'm like, so I tell them to play, and literally, this is what happened. This is, I hope I don't sound triggered. I probably do, but I'm gonna run with it. So I would tell the team, I'd be like, okay, run this play, and she would go in, and the girl would say, okay, Boyce said, do da da da, and do you know what this lady said? She said, fuck Boyce. We're gonna throw the ball. So this dummy, this idiot, right? I'm thinking we're gonna run the ball again because that's been working. She pulls back and she would do the craziest thing. She would literally just haul the ball down the field and she would scream the name of the person she's throwing the ball to. I don't know where that comes from. I've never seen that in football, but that's what she did. She would go, and she would throw the ball down the field. Tomboy, which is an advantage. It's like a step short of having like a transgender player. The little white tomboy would she ran up and she would just get an interception every time. She knew she could just radar and she knew where the ball was going and she would like intercept the ball and she ran it back for a touchdown. We did it again. Later on I said, please run the play that I asked you to run. Please don't just do whatever just because we're gonna lose. She did the same thing. Threw the ball down the field. The tomboy picks it off, runs it back for a touchdown. So I was angry. I was angry. So here's my point. This is why I brought this random story up. I probably sound like a lunatic to half the people here, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going. Um, you got to protect the ball. That's what they forgot about. That's what they did not consider. Look, and if you pass the ball, you must pass the ball accurately, and that's what I wish this lunatic had understood is that throwing the ball far is not enough. Making it rain on your friends and showing how strong your arm is isn't enough. If you can't throw the ball accurately, then don't throw it at all or throw it 5 yards instead of 50 yards.